Welcome back to Abundance Thursdays with Vinny Chopra. My name is Walter Murillo, and I'm about to ask some great questions to a billionaire who's on his way to make the $1 billion. He's like right there. What's the net worth now? 700 million, Vinny? I think that's close.
Well, portfolio, yes, almost 800 million portfolio. Of course, it all comes with the rewards that come with it, so multi-millionaire, hopefully a billionaire in some time.
So what's the step, Vinny? First, you got to think a billion, and then you buy a billion. So you're close to buying the billion. And then after that's net worth of a billion, then it's earn a billion. So you said it to me a while
Yeah,
back. You
you
said maybe
got
six,
it,
7 years.
You got it, brother. You got it. I think the biggest thing I could say to everyone listening to us, it's the attitude of abundance. And that's why we say this show has abundance mindset, but we're going to be digging deeper into what it really takes, what it really, a manifestation. I really believe in secret. The book came out, right? The secret book. And of course, you could just Google or just go on YouTube and say law of attraction. I think that'll be amazing, amazing content there because you got to really think everything happens in our life twice. Why do I say that? And Stephen Covey said it, and everybody, all the Jim Rohns and all, because you got to first believe and think, whether if accomplished or not accomplished, you got to put it in your mind and that seed that you want to be somewhere very positive. You want to be somewhere where it's just, a different place where you are not right now, right? And then it happens in mind first. Physically, it happens later on.
Yeah.
Physically, it happens later on. So it always happens twice.
Yeah, it's funny. I wrote down one of the top questions I get is how do you invest without money? How do you invest in real estate without money? How does a beginner invest in real estate without money? And that, their thing, well, what do you want me to do, Vinny? You want me to think I have the money? Like, how does that work?
Okay, very good point. Very good point. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. So very interesting. I know we started in single family homes, as you know, Walter. I mean, buying for 65,000 single family home was my first one, by the way, 65,500. We put 11,000 down. It increased in value to 300 some thousand. In California, things go high, very high, right? We took a loan on that one. That was good loan. We call bad loan and good loan, right? It's a good loan if you reinvest that money into more houses. So from one house, we invested, I think, three in over there in Arizona. We flew in one day. The broker showed us, and we bought two that day, my wife and I. Then we bought another one. But what I wanted to say was the world of syndication. What is
Here we
syndication?
go. What is that?
Everybody listening to us, world of syndication is to use other people's money. So I have this 800 million or whatever portfolio. Can I say something? I invested $1,000 of my own money. Hold on. What did Vinny just say?
What'd you just
That's
say,
the
Vinny?
truth. It's the truth. It's the real truth, even though we had money. But my wife didn't believe in it, in this business, and my daughter didn't believe, and family, they said, you will just take whatever you have and lose it. And I'm sure everybody comes across those naysayers, but you got to hunker down. You got to believe in yourself. If fake it till you make it. Okay, let's say that. I mean, that's the real
If
truth.
you
I'm
have to
telling
say
you.
it, right? Like that works
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
It works, brother. And the good part is that you got to definitely fake it, and then you learn and you educate and you take steps to really feel comfortable. It's a fear. It's a lot of fear. I went through all that and more.
Yeah.
I mean, ups and downs, but consistency is the key to success. You
Yeah.
got to keep your mind right. You got to get refocused and refocused and refocused and refocused, just like a plane, brother.
Yeah.
When the plane takes off, a jet 747 from Los Angeles to go to New York, hold on. Do you think it goes in straight line? The shortest distance? No, never, never, ever, ever. So that's what our life is about too. Our goals, we reach goals, but we don't go straight line to the goals at all. We go zigzag. We go here, we got hurdles, we got this situation, we got, down, down below, we got to come different level, not 30,000 to 25,000 level, brother. When the roughness of the atmosphere comes, but you got to keep pointing towards New York.
Right.
That's the key. See, that's the
Because
real
the wind's
key.
going to push you around. The slipstream will move you. The other traffic in there is going to move you. I want to go back to this. So you mentioned fake it till you make it. Now, I think this is something that's totally misunderstood in the world because we do live in a world of authenticity. And you have to be authentic and you have to be yourself. But faking it, when you say fake it, I know you're not saying like lie to people that you're going to be successful. Like what you're saying is, and I want you to explain it is, my interpretation is like, you've got to almost fake it to yourself. Like just pretend like you've got this and step into it. And
you're so right about it, Walter. Thanks for clarifying that. Fake it, never fake what you have, where you are. You got to be truthful. You got to be totally sincere. I think maybe last week when we did the abundance mindset, I talked about my one investor and he kept on asking me, my very first investor, have you done it? I said, no. He says, would you move to, Texas? I was buying the property there. I said, no, I won't. He says, do you have the loan? I said, no. I mean, you got to be authentic. You got to really give the truth. People will take your excitement and your enthusiasm and your PowerPoints. I think I mentioned 5 slides, which I said single family and multifamily and why it's the best way and how we could do economies of scale and everything, right? So the investor friend just believed in me, my sincerity. So I was faking it, but to myself, becoming a person that I want to become someday. See? So you've got to mindset yourself and say, I'm in the process of becoming that person, but you got to do yourself everything in your power to learn, to educate, to, do the research, have the burning desire, and then, learn the techniques. Because if you're just saying, I'm faking it to be a millionaire, but you are not really doing the things, hey, give up, brother.
It's not going to work.
Or sister, whoever is listening, you got to just be candid to yourself. Who is the CEO of our life? We are the CEO. If we are not getting results, it's because of us. If we are negative, if we are not accomplishing from yesterday to today, and if we are not goal oriented, if we didn't write down our goals, if we didn't put down our steps that we want to do to achieve success, then give up. Okay, go back. The thing is, you got to really make a decision yourself where you want to be. Because if you're not where you want to be, it's because of you.
Yeah.
What?
Vinny, I love that you're willing to just say, look, give up. Because you're the most positive guy out there. You're explaining, authenticity and like being real and being like, look, you're not going to have to be perfect. But at the same time, you're saying, look, if you're uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, give up now. Like, why ask for more? Why want more from the universe? If you're happy with where you're at, stay there. One of the things that we talked about this week on the 100 Millionaires podcast, and I kind of want to play, and I want to get your opinion on this, is gratitude. I know you're a grateful person. I know you wake up every day living in gratitude, and I have a sneaky suspicion that this is one of your secret powers. This is one of the things that has made you extremely successful. Obviously, you believe in yourself, and you're willing to work through the beliefs. As maybe the real world doesn't show you that yet, but you just see it in your head. You fake it in your head until it manifests. But how do you stay grateful when, and let's be real, sometimes things go sideways, even with your experience and your amazing team and the deals that you're doing, sometimes things go sideways. How do you pull out and stay grateful for what does happen in the new future you're building?
Very good question. Walter, you hit the nail on the head, brother. I have some foundation principles and everybody does, right? I believe when a situation of adversity comes in your lap, it's meant to be. Hold on. I mean, you just accept it. You just accept it, because the sooner you accept that negative or a very trying experience, very negative, very stressful, very uncalming experience. I say that right. You got to accept it. That's the number one thing. But you got to concentrate why it happened, but it happened. Okay. So now we could take our time to decide, do I want to go in a spiral down, or do I want to stay where I am with my thinking? And I put my energy into solving. See, situation, negative or positive, always brings results. And then you have to find to get out of it. If the stressful situation came, like, I mentioned in some of my recordings, I've been stressed with so many things in my life in the last 15 years. Oh my gosh, I could write books after books after books, but I like to talk more positive and everything, right?
And Vinny, you
But
know what? People think they're going to have a lot of money and that means all the stress goes away, but it doesn't, right?
no, 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 no. There's more stress, brother.
Well, it's a different kind of stress, like because a lot of the stress that comes up, you can just pay for it to go away, right?
Yes, yes, yes. When you have a little bit more money in the bank, you say, okay, I can finance this, I could do this, I could do that. And the money can come in 15 days later or 2 weeks later for closing on the deals and things like that. But you're so right. Money, you are less stressful. You're happy stressful, maybe is the word. I don't know. But the thing is, you got to really hit it smack, to the situation which we are in. And that's what I would like to talk about. The thing is, where we are today, everybody listening to us, are you happy? Are you contented? Are you happy with what you did in the last 3 months? I say that, or last 6 months. Remember, this is June 30th coming up, brother,
Yeah.
halfway to 2022. So I have these goal sheets. I would love to send them to you with my mastermind, my inner circle. I give those out to them, and they fill out these goal charts. I think there are 3 pages, and we update them always. So that really puts into their mind in December what they have accomplished in 2021, and what were good things they did, what were bad things, what habits they had, and what their goals for 2022, and so on. So we do it every year. And the best part is, I can go back, and maybe one day we should do it in my office. This our 8 o'clock Zoom, where I will show you my goal book. Vinney keeps records, brother. Oh my gosh, 30 years back, 40 years back, I'll take you to my goal book. I still have it. And it's written out with my goals and aspirations and deadlines and everything. That's what it's all about. See, dreams are dreams unless you bring them into goals, written down goals. We got to write them down. And the deadlines to our dreams are goals. And then we need to figure out consistently what are the steps that are going to reach us. Step A, B, C, D. We never go from A to Z overnight. We never do. But the thing is, we got to take steps and have the burning desire and passion to serve people. I know we talked about it last week too, because any game plan, any kind of aspirations that we have, unless we give gratitude, aha, we came back in a
There it is.
circle.
Bringing it
We came
back.
back in a circle, brother. We came back in a circle. Because if I don't pay gratitude to my team, my vice presidents, my daughter, my wife, my son, and everybody who is associated with me every morning, and I feel that they have the best days ever in their lives, and give the positivity and the energy to them to do their jobs very, very successfully, right? Then I'm aligned. And that's what the key to success is, to really give positivity. I say, and does it cost me any money? No, brother, no. It's just the attitude. It's the attitude of gratitude that you give out to everybody around you, to your clients, to your vendors, to your investors, to your lenders, to your brokers.
Vinny, what I love about hanging out with you is I learn more about, it's not just real estate investing, but I'm learning more about leadership. I learn more about even with your community, you're tracking their goals, you're having them track their goals. So your mastermind is actually writing down their goals and you're redoing that. I was talking to Dorina this morning about just reconnecting with community, how important that is. We have 1,000 members in Alchemist Nation, and I told her, I was like, who is reaching out to these people? Like, who's actually going out and saying, hey, how are you? What are your goals? Where are you at with them? How can we support you?
Yes.
And, because I'm only one person, but the team is bigger than me, and we can all, contribute to maybe 100 people each.
Totally.
Vinney, like how do you, as you expand and as your community gets bigger, as you have more people to serve, what are some of the things that you're doing or you're seeing yourself having to implement to serve on that higher level, to still keep in touch with everybody?
I think the biggest thing I find is that I need to be connected every week. So we have, oh my gosh, how many thousands of hours of my mentoring, for the last 3 years. I've been doing it for about 7, 8 years now, right? My academy and everything is so huge. So we are able to bring the experience into on a weekly level or monthly level. My inner circle, I meet with them, my yearly, and then I mean monthly, sorry. And then of course retreats and all, people come and hug and like that. But Zoom is such a great avenue, which I started using it 14, 15, 16 years back when it was WebEx, remember? And
Yeah,
then
WebEx.
Skype, remember those
Skype,
days,
yep.
brother? Yeah, Skype, brother. So it's all there. It's all there. We could be as close. Like just now, I just finished a call from my good partners from Greece, right there, Athens, and it was a half an hour call, even though they've been talking to me through the email, but it's a different feeling when you meet one on one across the world. But the
Yeah.
attitude is they have never done business with me. I'm saying that right now, but I treated them as if they're my clients already.
As if. Act as if. But yeah, I just made a post this morning. Dorina wants a horse. So
yeah,
she bought the
see,
saddle.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, she's doing the right thing, Dorina. Good for you. Good for you. See, you've got to really, oh my gosh, we got to go into this space now. I used to have about 45 consultants, I think, reporting to me in my motivation speaking, and I would travel and I'll sit down, look at their goals and everything as a leader, and then I'll say, "What kind of car you want? Oh, you want Mercedes?" While they are writing it down, I'm checking the Mercedes dealership in that town where it is close by, and I say, "Hey, I've got to meet somebody." They say, "What?" And I'll put that into navigation, and they're driving all the way, and it's the Mercedes dealership. Oh my gosh. And then I say, "Okay, what color? Let's go here." I mean, it's bigger than even making, time for sitting down. It's visualization. It's visualization of the goals, visualization and burning desire. Because once we have a very definite thing in mind, you will work like crazy, because that's going to get you in a much different atmosphere of abundance thinking. And you're talking to the, asking the proper questions to your client, and you'll be closing much more sales. Literally, oh my gosh, my retention level in my business used to be 86.4%.
That's
What?
high. That's
That's
high.
very high, brother, very
Yeah.
high. Because I treated every client with so much respect, which everybody does, hopefully everybody does. The key thing is, when they met me once a year, but because of my digital signature with my picture on it, I've had that Vinny Smile Chopra for the last 44, 45 years now, and my picture. So when I walk in after 1 year into the office of my client, they say, "Vinny, how are you?" Holy moly. I saw them 1 year back. But the thing is, you got to have digital picture of yourself, feel good about yourself. And then you put, newsletters and things, so that you're keeping in touch with the people you serve. I say that always, right? So that's just one thing. But let's just go back to the goals are so important, written down goals. And then feedback. Oh my gosh, Walter, many
Feedback.
times we write down goals, but we never look at them. 3 months later, we look at them and say, oh, I didn't hit this, I didn't hit this, I didn't hit this. Oh, I thought about this, but that came, this came, all that stuff, right? Full
Yeah.
of baloney,
Yeah.
bullshit. You got to look at, your goals every day, every week. You got to, you got to, you
Yeah.
got to. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to talk about something else. Vinny didn't have much at all. I grew up with my mom giving me 5 rupees as my pocket allowance, brother. Five
$7,
rupees
right, Vinny?
in the dollars, it's like 10 cents. Let's say
Okay.
10 cents for the month for me to spend in India when I was growing up, right? But the thing is, somehow I remember now, I look back at my life, I always lived, even with 5 rupees, I spent little bit, 10 paisa or whatever in Indian, that's like 1/5 of that. Well, 1/50th of that, like a day and enjoy and everything. But the thing is, you got to be happy where you are.
Yeah.
You got to be happy where you are. I was so happy when I was growing up. I don't have any qualms about it, even though we were in 1 bedroom apartment, 8 of us, 6 siblings, and my parents, 8 of us. 1 bedroom, one living room, one hallway, and all these three converted into bedrooms every night. Every night, hallway got converted into bedroom and living room and everything and all that stuff. Anyway, but the thing is, you got to be really looking at. I want to share this thing. I think I had a Granada car back then in Ohio, and I wanted a better radio for me, but I couldn't afford it at that time. I think it was $300 or something, right? Guess what? The old
This was
radio from the
a
car,
car radio in Ohio, in
I
Granada.
took it out. Can you hear me okay? No. Oh, maybe I should move to a
So
good
you took the
place.
radio
Can
out.
you hear me all right, brother?
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Yep.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear
Oh,
me now?
are you there?
I am
Walter,
indeed.
are
All
you
right,
able
so
to hear me or what happened?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, somehow I'm not able to hear.
Well, in that
Okay, that's all
case,
right. As long as you're hearing me, but then how would we ask questions? Okay, that's all right. But what I did was, I just want to tell everybody who's watching us now and later, I took out the radio, the old one. Then for 3 months, I had no radio in my car, brother. Oh, I was looking at that empty spot for the radio and getting motivated to earn commission because I used to make $10,000 commission, draw goods commission, it used to be called. That's how my beginning was in my life, in this year, in this country. Anyway, but the thing is, I looked at that goal. That goal was so, hitting at me every day from morning till evening when I saw that hole in the dashboard of the car. See, that's how it is. You got to really set yourself up for victory. You got to set yourself up visualization. That's what we talked about. It's everything happens twice. Once in your mind, what you want to achieve. Second is believing it that you will achieve. Third is manifestation of that, which is again doing in physical sense, achieving it. So it was wonderful. After 3 months or so, I got a commission check. I went down to, the shop over there and picked up a good, nice stereo, to put it in the car.
Vinny, I don't know if you can hear me now. Are you able to, am I coming through?
So let's see here. Can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Oh, you are. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. It's back. It's back.
So that story, it
Okay,
reminds me of
somehow.
this. Here's another a benefit to the radio. When I was completely broke, I couldn't afford to buy a new truck. So I had my truck and I couldn't afford to buy a new one. But what I did is I went and I replaced my stereo for 500 bucks or six
Yeah,
hundred
I
bucks. I
can't hear
replaced the
you. I don't
stereo.
know what happened. I'm so sorry. I
How
know
about
my
now?
AirPods were fully charged,
Yep.
but uh, let's see here. So you are
Yep.
able to hear me, but I cannot, huh?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the show
Oh, I
now.
got it. I got it. I
Yeah,
got it. You're
we're
back.
back.
Yes. Yes, 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 we are. Awesome. 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 I'm all yours, bro.
So here's what I was saying, Vinny. This is a tip if you're currently not able to afford a new car. What I did was I couldn't afford a new truck at the time. I was still hustling. I went out and I bought a new radio. I bought a Bluetooth radio with the lights and better sound systems. I think it cost 500-600 bucks. And instead of taking on a new payment because the car was paid off, I ended up driving that truck a whole extra 2 years because the sound system
I
felt good
love
enough
it.
to keep it going.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh,
And I
this
just
is
told
so
myself,
fun.
Vinny, I said, I'm going to go clean the whole truck. I'm going to make it nice. I'm going to clean it and then put a new stereo in. And that's how I'm going to stay driving this vehicle for the next 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You just brought up something, brother. I bought a cappuccino machine. It was rather big, but I liked it. It was on sale. And I brought it home. This is like, I think 7 years back or something, right? You know, and then my wife said, "Oh no, Vinny, you can't put it in the kitchen. Kitchen is kind of, it was big but small, right?"
Yeah.
And I have a video on that. Some people asked me that question in my new kitchen, new home that we purchased 3 years back or so. I said, we just bought the kitchen and the new home to fit that latte machine. The
Sometimes you got to expand a
manifestation.
little bit so you can expand a
I
lot.
know, I know, I know, I know. I mean, it was sitting in the garage for 3, 4 years, literally, brother. And so I told my wife, I said, okay, hopefully, if we can afford, we'll get a bigger house to fit this latte machine.
I love it.
Oh
So
my,
that's about 30 minutes on the call. I know I got to apologize to everybody. We had a little bit of issue with the sound for a few
yes,
minutes
so
there.
sorry, so
Thank you
sorry.
for your understanding. Thank you for your patience. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely, we've got a course coming up. Vinny's going to be speaking for a few minutes, sharing some of his knowledge around raising private capital this Saturday, June 4th. So we're
Yep.
2 days away. If you haven't already registered, go to the link in the bio. It's called Get the Money. This is for raising private capital. He and I will be talking, and we're also going to create an opportunity for what is probably the best sales training for raising capital has ever been created ever on the planet. And we're going to share with you for like an amazing offer. It's going to be an amazing deal because me and Vinny agree. The only thing we'll ever sell is something that makes a lot of sense. And here's the thing that you will walk away from. You will know how to raise private capital. You will have the right relationships, you'll have the right knowledge, and you have the right resources to raise $1 million, 2 million, 100,000, $10, whatever your goal is. We're going to teach you how to do it. And what's cool is we'll be there answering questions. Ask your questions.
You're so right, Walter. I want to assure everybody that we'll give you so many tools that you'll be able to just run with them. It's not just the knowledge. You'll get scripts, you'll get everything. And all the things that I've designed over the last 15, 18 years, I'm total open book. I never hold back, and I want everybody to be very, very successful. We'll provide you all the tools. I have raised almost 190 million, 190 million. And I just raised 9 million in 9 days. Walter knows it, in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So, I hope I can share the knowledge with all of you. So please join, and it'll be fantastic, fantastic this Saturday.
Awesome. Vinny, I can't wait to see you, hang out with you again. Thank you so much for doing these calls, these Thursday Abundance. If you want to find out more about Vinny Chopra, he is on Facebook, Vinny Smile Chopra. And if you want to learn more about success and building that abundance mindset, then grab his book, Positive Brings Profitability. or his
Thank you.
other book. You got the other one right here. If you're really deep into apartment syndications, you are definitely going to want to show up Saturday because we're going to talk a lot about it. But his book, this is where I started. This is where I learned how to do the process, and wouldn't have met Vinney or known who he was if it wasn't for all the effort he put into those books. So thank you, Vinney, for your dedication to building millionaires. We're on a mission to build 100 millionaires who are inspired to build 100 millionaires. And as you said, why not do 1,000,000 millionaires? So thank you, brother.
Yes. And I hope everybody, please do get your seat for the October convention coming up that Walter and the whole team is putting together. I'll be there. I'm very excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's a great event. That's annual event. So please go get your seats for that too. Yes.
100 Millionaires Summit. There might be a free gift. There might be a book that Vinney is donating to our members, everybody who's at the 100 Millionaires Summit in Orlando. So again, thank you, Vinney. And for anybody who doesn't know about it, click the link below or go click the link in the bio or go to 100millionairesummit.com. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week. After that, I go to Iceland on Friday. So Thursday, we'll do the abundance call. And I'm really excited about, our trip coming up with the family. It's good to live the life. I say that, please live the best life ever today. God bless you all.